Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Raymond Igishad Technical for this afternoon, the 25th day of Theatre. This afternoon is Tony Fleming. This afternoon we will be presenting to you the second place team FC versus the fourth place team, the Attackers FC. Both certainly looking to jockey for position within the point table as the matches comes close to the end in the first round of football. And this afternoon we are going to present to you this mouth-watering encounter. The United playing in the custom green and white, and they will be facing the Attackers team in a change strip this afternoon. They have done the all white away from their traditional blue and white, and it's going to be a really keenly contested match between these two teams. Previously, Attackers beam against the champion 5-2. The Ducks and the other blunder, they mishap in that one against the. They have pretty good so far. Consistent. This afternoon is Mr. Trevor Rouse. He's assisted by Hilton and Mr. John Millington. The fourth official is Kerisia Alt, and appears as though the Attackers will be kicking from the right of screen to left, and the left of screen to right. And nice bright sunshine here as the evening unfolds. The two captain in that of Mr. Terence Casa Rogers, and the player there in McIntyre, better known as Matter, both numbers 7 and 10 respectively. Well, I changed my previous comment. It is going to be the Attackers who will be kicking from left of screen to the right, and the Ducks United, they will be kicking from right of screen to left. Again, the Ducks United are in the familiar green and white. The Attackers in what looks like a really crisp, brand new strip of all white here in this encounter here this afternoon. So we want to thank you once again for taking the time to join us right here on AI Live for live football coverage as it unfolds in the weekend. And we are into, we can say, the final round of matches. Basically all teams would have played a maximum of 9 matches. And as I look at the points table here, the Limers, they still have a match to be played. They have played 9 matches. They are at the top of the table, some 25 points. The Ducks United, if they can come away with a win, even getting a point from this encounter, they will take over the first spot. They have played 9 matches so far. Like the leaders, the Limers, they have won 8 of those 9 matches. And like I said, the only defeat coming at the hands of the table toppers, the Limers FC. The Salsa Ballers, they have already played their quarter of matches. They are on 19 points in 3rd position, basically by goal difference. The Attackers, they will complete the quarter of matches. They are on 19 points as well, looking to go to 2022. The Roaring Lions, they have a match in hand, which will be against the Limers FC, and that is certainly going to be an interesting encounter. The Roaring Lions, they can have a chance to at least go to the 3rd spot to secure that playoff spot if they are actually playing a 14 playoff or beat a 16 playoff. So all the preliminaries are basically out of the way. Referee Trevor Rose looks at his watch, gives the signals, and there goes the whistle. So it's the attackers with the possession given away quickly there. That looks like is that Smiles who picks up. Miguel Abraham forces all the way back to Michael. And a little bit different back line, so to speak, in terms of how they are set up in the center of the field. It's usually Masimba Boyne. This time it is Michael Ferguson and Passion. As I gives you the team, it's attackers with possession. The team sees the attackers, number 6, Hakeem Bade, number 14, Javil Brooks, number 9, Chedi Joseph, as the attackers on the attack, but partially cut out, and it's a shot on goal, but a very tame one there, no damage there to the keeper. Here is Dino giving away possession, and the attackers on the attack. Attackers charge, a shot on goal, but easy pickings there for the keeper. As I continue with the squad here, it's Hassan Mason, the number 22 player, number 11, Cardini Rennie, number 7, Kadeem Riley, number 10, Terrence Castle Rogers, number 5, Tyreek Sampson, number 8, Rasheem Thompson, number 40, Akeem Tittle, the goalkeeper. It's attackers, partially clearing, and it's going to be an infringement there on that looks like Jonathan Gishard there on Javil Special Brooks. The Docks United team sees Miguel Abraham, number 10, number 18, Steve Austin, number 21, Andrews Boyne. Well, his number, he says number 21, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's on the starting sheet here, but I'm not seeing him on the field really. Then we have Ashton Dumas, number 13, Michael Ferguson, number 12, Jonathan Gishard, number 9, Sylvanus James, number 7, Aki McIntyre, the captain, number 24, Anthony Mills, number 17, Tanzia Donahue, and rounding off the lineup is Jermaine Ricketts, the Mercurial midfield player. Poor pass there from Donahue, the ball going into touch. As I say, good afternoon and welcome to my fellow commentator in that of Doc. Good afternoon, Doc.
Yes, good afternoon, Tony. And heard you mentioning that they did have Masimba Bowen slated to start, but it seems like Michael Ferguson has gotten the start at centre back instead. I don't know whether Simba is late or is unable to attend or got injured before. I don't know. But I can see that it's Michael playing at centre back with passion rather than Bowen. Here comes Johnny. Johnny driving. Johnny inside the area. Johnny forced to cut back. Finds Sylvanus. Now all the way back. Ricketts will find Mata. Mata trying to go out wide, unable to do so successfully. On the tackle from Miguel is not liked by referee Rouse, so it will be an attacker's free kick taken quickly. Casa trying to go long towards Rennie, but cut out by O'Donoghue.
Well, we haven't seen, I have not seen Masimba Boynes in the stadium. He's not on the bench, so it can only be one of two things. Either he's late and has not been able to at least fulfill the starting role. So Michael Ferguson has definitely taken up that slot.
Beard. Chetty. Sampson is going to boot it out of touch.
And not too sure, is that are they saying?
Not 100% of the, not 100% sure of the reason why.
Actually, that's see a flag go up.
And now Special is going to get a yellow card early in this encounter from referee Rouse.
And that could probably stem from, I'm not too sure what the call were with the player over there in the person of, is he wearing number 9 in,
Attackers?
yeah.
It's
It's
Chetty, I
Chetty.
believe, is in number 9 for the
Yeah,
attackers.
but he would have kicked the ball across the line as if there was a
He just kicked it out so that the player was down. Well, we would have to get confirmation at halftime as to what exactly happened there.
Yeah, so the attackers, they certainly have looked after been outdone there by the Kicks United. They had manhandled the Rowan Lions, beating them some 5-2, and so far have looked quite composed here in this encounter. So far, the Ducks United look, especially in terms of their midfield play. Jermaine Ricketts, who's usually sharp and swift in the middle. But it's early days yet. We are just into the 7th minute of play, still 0-0, all square.
Well, there's still some conversation going on with the ball, I guess. Trying to find a hard ball. Or else he's probably not too pleased with the air pressure in the balls right now. So him and the match commissioner are having a conversation, as well as the assistant referee in Hilton over on the far side of the field. I think the pressure of the balls may be the main issue right now. I think he's found one to his liking. And Tittle behind the goal is going to check the one behind there as well.
That's a little bit disappointing. Would want to think that all those.
But actually, I've just noticed something. There's no Darius Lantern for the Ducks United today. It's Simba's in the goal. That's what I've just picked up.
Yes,
But
that's
Simba
it.
Bowen
So
is in goal.
so
I just scanned the field for a moment and saw there's no Lantern in goal. Simba, we know his goal kept on previous occasions. You know, he's a very good goalkeeper. And with no Darius Lantern, Simba has stepped up and gone in goal. Ferguson is playing a centre back with passion. Ferguson loses out. That may be trouble because Kadeem Riley was trying to get in there. And we know how good Kadeem Riley is. Here's Chetty. Chetty is going to send Cardney running through in space. Cardney running up against O'Donoghue. Finds Chetty, who turns to Casa. Casa trying to whip one in. It's going to find Riley. Oh, that's brilliant. And it's going to be put in by Kadeem Riley. Oh, that was brilliant by the attackers. One touch play, 1-2 passing. Baird with a brilliant ball over the top. And Kadeem Riley has made it 1-0.
yes, and certainly looked very suspect there in the central defense there. Doc Passion and the player there in Ferguson. All at sea there was some early chance before you actually enter the boot, and we can see where there's some frailty in the center of defense, and they'll certainly need to tighten up there. Maybe the defensive midfield player might need to drop a little further back, but with the striking prowess of the attackers, the Ducks United might be hard pressed here this afternoon.
Well, that was a fast start there. That was wonderful play. As you rightly said, I don't know whether it will take Mata having to drop a bit deep. Not quite certain what tactical adjustments Coach Ben would have to make. But it's Miguel turning and twisting, trying to find Silvanos, who keeps it in play well. Rashim with some good defending. Casa to Beard. Beard is not able to get past Bino Ricketts. It's out of touch for a throw-in.
Because I bubbling, especially having so they can just about anyone, the Docks United included.
Speaking of the Lions, I was informed a bit earlier that the game that was slated for tomorrow has been postponed to allow for another game to take place between the under 17 boys and under 20 boys in preparation for the CONCACAF U17 Cup. So that game will be played the following Sunday, I believe. Mata.
Having coached him for a little bit, he has moved tremendously, especially amongst the senior folks here in this tournament.
Yes, Cardney was one of the captains on my Spartans on the team side. He also had the talent, but his maturity level has improved leaps and bounds and has allowed him to really thrive in this attacker's male setup as Johnny was trying to break through. Good defensive work by a special. Riley. Sampson. Still Sampson now. Gets the 1-2 from Casa. Still Sampson. Sampson trying to drive, unable to do so. But Mills cannot clear. Here's Chadwick Samuel. Chadwick goes out wide to Kadim Riley. Riley has caught in the center, but it's just over the head of Codney Rennie. As it again does Codney, goes out to O'Donoghue. And now a Passion. Ricketts. And I think the Dogs will be trying to gain a bit more midfield control as Ishon wiggles past a couple. Goes back to Mata. And Miguel. Miguel has a bit of space to drive into Miguel. We know he likes to drive into space, but runs straight into Beard. Good ball by Cardney as well. Casa still. Casa, Chadwick, back to Casa, over the head of Mills, and Riley has a hit that goes wide.
Good football there by the attackers. The captain there in Casa, number 10 to Chadwick, back to Casa, then to ping that one off the volley, but just dragged it a little while, but good combination play, good strike on goal.
See, in the last game against the Lions, Riley almost scored the goal of the season, but it was called offside. Assistant referee was Neil Gums, but what a hit that was from Kadim Riley. That would have certainly been the goal of the season. Taken short. Sylvanus turning. Sylvanus puts it into the mixer. Johnny can't control it, and the attackers can compose themselves and clear. Casa. Rennie can't keep it in play.
Yes, terrible play there from Casa, playing Rennie into trouble. Ball should have been out very early.
Cleared towards Chadwick Samuel, who let it run for some reason. Gives away the throw-in. Passion will find Mata. Mata. Ricketts. Sylvanus. Gets around Rashim Bell. Sylvanus into the area. Sylvanus and played it a bit too early, I must say. It's going to find Ricketts, who goes back to O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue turns to Sylvanus. Ricketts whips it in towards Johnny, who takes it down up against Hassan Mason. It's still Johnny, and very good work by Hakeem Beard once again. Beard is still going. Looking for a runner. He does find it in Kadeem Riley. Not Sampson, actually. Sampson. Picked up now. It's with Miguel. Miguel. Johnny over the top. Looking for Smiles, who volleys it in. It doesn't quite get it right. Mata is going to turn all the way back. Miguel trying to get past a few. Slide again there. And I think the referee rolls. So, oh, that's given away. And Ricketts is about to let fly, but it's called back for the foul initially by Miguel.
Well, I was in a position, but I would hesitate to think that could have gone, was played there by Docks United and attackers, because I thought the player had control of the ball, got a pass off, and the player in Castor and the other player, they're losing it, but it was Walton, and it's going to be an infringement again. But the Docks United seems to might have just opened up their lungs a little bit and are looking to press to get back an equal terms here, because they found themselves trailing one goal behind.
It's going to be a free. Beard is the man over it.
And I thought
it's going to be Beard. Chips it in, and it's cleared. Sylvanas. And we'll get Miles, who is onside. Smiles has a hit and go wide.
Hill.
Sampson, Riley. Scooped over the top. The player goes down, a free kick to the attackers. Player in Riley is still down there. But he will get back to his feet, hopefully momentarily. The medic has been called onto the field of play. He's back to his feet now. Making his way off the field himself. The instructions are being given by Coach Ben Davies. So it looks like Smiles there. Free kick was taken. A bear. Atta. Now it's going to find Ricketts along towards O'Donoghue. In the end, it is out of touch for a throw-in.
I must say that Sylvanas has not looked his sparkling self for this tournament since the Ducks United, and one of the talk has got to be an infringement. Certainly, yes. I can see you always calling that one back for sure. And one of the talk was that I think when he was playing for the for the uh, enforcers, he would have picked up a knock, a concussion, so to speak, and has not been his doing so since then. One can say as well, he's playing for a different team now, different dynamics, different set of different players, and certainly does not need to be in the starring role as he.
As you know, with the enforcers, it was pretty much the Silver Yatta, the team built to cater to the strengths of Gaza, Sylvanas, and Yatta, really. And with him coming into a new setup where rather than the attack being the focus is the midfield of Mata and Bino, with Miguel being the ball progressor. It's a completely different setup, a completely different focus of a side. So I think he's been struggling really to find his role on the team and get into his groove, really. But for a postseason by his standards, he still scored a number of goals.
Yes, certainly. Still a real potent threat to any team and for his team. And he will certainly be looking to see if he can pull something out of the bag here, because his team, they are at the moment trailing.
Headed along, looking for Johnny. Johnny and Sylvanas aren't quite on the same page. And the title will collect.
And it's interesting that we noticed that the salsa ballers, on the other hand, they started off very well, but appears to be heading in the opposite direction, as opposed to the attackers, who have certainly looked to have bolstered their team with the players that so assisted them from overseas. On the other hand, it appears as though the salsa ballers, who had looked very, very promising, on the other side, having lost quite a number of the players as well.
Well, I will say that, well, here comes Miguel on his passes overhit towards Sylvanas. I will say that I think the introduction of Chetty for the attackers has proven great dividends for them, because he's given them another creative threat in the midfield and another goal-scoring threat outside of Chadwick Samuel. It's taken a lot of the pressure off of Chadwick to do all of the goal scoring, because now the attention has been turned to the likes of Chetty as well as Riley.
Certainly. And so I think we will be in for whether it be a 14 playoff or a 16 playoff. I think we are in for some really good football. At the moment, there was some discussion as to the continuation of the league, knowing that we were scheduled to play 2 rounds of football due to international scheduling and other issues. They have had to more or less compress the season, and we may not see 2 rounds of football as was first planned, but there is some discussion and some talks that whether we'll see the 14 playoff with knockout and the Champions League, the Champions League like we would have seen previously.
What I've heard actually is that it's going to be a 16 playoff. After it's going to be the first, this round will be completed, then the 16 playoff, then we go to I think a 16 Champions League and a 5-team D-League or something along those lines. I will confirm in a moment. I think it was along those lines is where they were, yes, that's the direction that they were trying to go to. The 16 playoff after this round, followed by the 16 Champions League and the 5-team D-League. Here comes Riley now. Samuel, back to Riley. That's very good defending by Mata. Ricketts. Sylvanas. Still Sylvanas now. Passion. Mata. Sorry, that's Ricketts, no Mata. Ricketts again. Mills. And him and Smiles weren't on the same page now. It's going to be out of touch.
Certainly don't look as sharp as they are accustomed to. The build-up is very slow, and it's more back and across instead of driving forward when the opportunity is there for the Ducks United, and certainly not in full flow here as yet.
It's given away high upfield to Mata. Ricketts. To O'Donoghue. Sylvanus. Goes back to Ricketts. Ricketts sliding it through to O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue is onside. That's a good save by Tittle.
Well, I don't know. Idea was good for O'Donoghue, but I would have tried to at least beat the keeper at that near post there. You're trying to find the striker there in Jonathan Gishard, but the pass not as hard as he would have liked.
Chadwick needs some support. We'll find it in Kadeem Riley. Riley unleashes an effort at goal that goes wide.
Yes, and Riley continues to strike the ball very well, and saw the goalkeeper duck, but never in my wildest imagination thought it was Masimba. I thought it looks like a new goalkeeper there in there for the Ducks United, but Masimba has really doing utility service, so to speak. I've found myself in that position on a number of occasions, both playing for my club side and even playing for the national side. Keeping is one of those things that very, very important to a team.
As Miguel is trying to drive, clearance has gotten horribly wrong there. It's Sylvanus. Sampson does well this time. Mills. Mata. Gives it away, but Johnny will try to pick it up again. Riley. Casa.
And Riley wanted that ball coming to him.
Beard towards Riley, but Mills wins the header. Sampson over the top, looking for Riley, but Michael will boot it high upfield. Ricketts in a tussle that he will not win. Hassan Mason steps out of defense, and he gives it off. Chetty. Now a Beard. Beard is thrown down by Mata. It's a free kick to the Attackers FC.
Yes, a professional foul there by Aki McIntyre, and certainly had he not done that, Beard would have gotten around him there. Could have been some damage there, but looking the better of the two teams is the Attackers FC, and in terms of their possession, they're stringing the ball, moving the ball forward, and they've got a goal to show for it.
Free kick comes in high, headed back across. It finds Chadwick Samuel. Still Chadwick Samuel puts it over.
At least that should have been making the keeper. Saving that ball there. Really not well taken kick on goal there from Chadwick Samuels.
Here comes Johnny. Johnny sliding it through to Sylvanus. This could be trouble. Here comes Sylvanus. Sylvanus down the byline now as Rashim for company wins the throw-in.
As quickly as he did just now, that could have been the equalizer there.
Here comes Ricketts. Ricketts, Miguel, who he almost slid that one through to Sylvanus as well. Mata. O'Donoghue. Sylvanus. Over the top and not quite dealt with. Special gives it away. Miguel, Sylvanus James, and it's going to be saved once again by Tittle. Reaction save was absolutely brilliant.
Reaction save, good playing there from the Ducks United. It seems as though they're just getting themselves together, stringing a number of passes in the attacking third. This time, if it had not been for the reaction save there from the goalkeeper there in Tittle, that could have been easily 1-1, and Jonathan Gishard not making the best of the rebound as well, putting that one over the bar.
Mata takes it down well, but you can see the Ducks, they're coming back into this game now, becoming a lot more expansive in their attacks and causing some trouble to this attacker's goal. Beard. Cardiney lost out there. O'Donoghue goes forward to Sylvanus. Sylvanus has been at the point of most of these Ducks attacks. He's here against Sylvanus, slides his way through, and he will win a free kick.
Oh, that could have easily been a card there.
He's trying to figure out which one of them touched him to give the card to. I think the card will go to Cardiney Rennie.
I'm almost thinking that it should be cheap. But Cardiney was in the vicinity, and so he picked that one up. But a good move there from the player there in Sylvanus, James. Just really trying to knife through the defense there of Rashim and Cardiney, and they were having none of that. Prefer to giving away the free kick than to allow Sylvanus to chip through.
I think Rose just went over and asked which one of y'all touched him. Here comes Ricketts. Whips a good ball in, but it's headed clear for a corner.
So what we have seen is that the Ducks United have gotten a lot more of the possession in this brief period so far, and they have been able to string some passes, especially in the attacking third, and they are certainly causing a spot of bother here for the first time this afternoon for the Attackers FC.
Corner. Ball whipped in. It's going to be headed clear. Sylvanus won't get there ahead of Chetty. It's going to be a throw-in to the Ducks United. It's going to be out of touch once again, and another corner kick. So corner number 2 to the Ducks United, to be taken by Sylvanus James.
So let's see if they can make better work of this one, Doc.
He'll have to get it a bit deeper than he did initially. Sylvanus, once again. This one doesn't get as deep, but bounces around. Shot comes in, deflected. Tittle does well again.
Almost an own goal there, but Tittle really looking sharp and agile behind his defense there.
Chadwick leaves it for Chetty. Chetty is going to turn and feed in Kadeem Riley. Riley in space. Riley against Mills wins a corner.
Into the 35th minute of play. It's 1-0 in favor of the Attackers playing in the white. If you have just joined us, we want to say welcome to live action here from the Raymond E. Gitchard Technical Center Stadium, as we would call it. And this afternoon we are presenting to you our first match, the Ducks United, the second place team versus the fourth place team, in that of the Attackers FC playing in the white.
As a Beard whips in the ball, it will be another corner.
And so far, it's the Attackers who have broken the deadlock. They would have scored and certainly looking to see whether or not they can take this 1-0 advantage into halftime.
Beard in again, another good ball, but Mason can't win the header in there. Special chases it down. Special gets his pass wrong, and they could be caught out because Miguel is going to send this one over the top, looking for Sylvanus James, who's up against Chetty. Sylvanus is going to win the throw, and good defending there by Chetty Joseph.
Certainly good defending there from Chetty.
Miguel has space, and Miguel gets in past the man. Miguel driving, tripping on the ball and losing out. Good work by Samson. Now Samuel driving through. Here goes Chadwick. Chadwick using his pace and gives it away to Passion.
Yes, using his pace very well, but not his control. Just letting down just a little bit, allowing Passion to really get onto the ball.
It's going to get past the man now as a shot at goal, but will not trouble Masimba Bowen in nets.
Again, that looked like the man Cardinal there. Really, man, he got me bubbling inside. Trust me. One thing I like about Cardinal, though, he's very passionate about the game of football. And with that sort of passion, certainly would go some ways.
Given away and trying to slide it through there, but picked up by Mata. Ricketts. Looking for an option. He's going to dribble. Ricketts still. Ricketts. Sylvanus. A man slips. Sylvanus. Still Sylvanus. I think he's trying to line up an effort but can't quite get it. Now lines up the effort. Tittle will spill it, but collects it before Jonathan Gishard could get there.
Certainly not getting the movement from the strikers up front. I don't know, lots of dribbling in midfield really, and that's not really helping the Ducks at all. Yet to see that player there, number 24, Chris, getting into the game as well.
It's a muscle movement by Jonathan Gishard. Has not been on the same page as Ricketts and Miguel would have wanted. It's going to be a Ducks free kick, however. And you know that Jermaine Ricketts can certainly hit a free kick.
Certainly Tittle will certainly need to be on his P's and Q's, as we would say there. So he's just going to have maybe a three-man wall from distance. It's some distance away, but like you said, Doc, we have seen Jermaine Ricketts hitting these shots from distance, and sometimes the knuckleball effect, beating goalkeepers, all ends up
about 38 yards out. Ricketts gets it wrong. Goal kick.
Well, totally all wrong direction, power, everything is certainly went out of the door there, Ricketts, and he's just clapping his hands and saying, wow, I wish I could get that one back. But it is goal kick there to the Attackers FC, playing in the white, the Ducks United in their green and white, and they're at the moment trailing 1-0.
It's going to be a throw into the Ducks United. Taken short. Mata. Now a Passion. O'Donoghue. Sylvanus turns past Casa. Gets past Chetty as well. Whipped over the top. Looking for O'Donoghue. But he will be called and signaled offside by A.R. Hilton. Free kick for the attackers. It's been a very quick first half. First half has gone very quickly. We're into the 41st minute of play. It's 1-0. A goal scored by Kadeem Riley of the Attackers FC. Some brilliant combination play in and around the area.
Well, yes, certainly. We have seen some from the Ducks United in the latter part of this half, but they haven't gotten anything to show for it.
Special. Finds Cardney. Gets his touch initially wrong, but does well to recollect for the moment. Gives it away to Sylvanus James. Tries to find Smiles, but Sampson goes to Riley. Now back to Sampson. Out of touch. It will be a throw into the attackers. Sampson loses out, Smiles, gives it away. Casa towards Beard. Beard. And now Rennie up against O'Donoghue. Well done by Cardney Rennie initially. Still Rennie. O'Donoghue forces him to go back and wins possession as veteran defending by O'Donoghue. Sylvanus goes back to O'Donoghue. Ricketts. Brilliant ball out wide by Ricketts. He does that time and time again. It's going to find Smiles. Cuts it back to Miguel. Loses out to Mason. Riley with the challenge, but it's a Ducks throw. Mata. Sylvanus. It's going to find a Chetty now. A Chetty is going to drive. Chetty has options left and right. Chooses the one on his right in card near Rennie. Rennie in space. Rennie into the area. Rennie cuts it across. And it's going to be dealt with.
Good idea there from Cardinal, but not getting a little bit more lift would have served him better. And here we see a 2-ball. Tittle coming to his line and certainly sweeping, picking up as we just about a minute and 40 seconds from half 45 minutes. It's the Ducks United trailing the attackers goal to nil. Kadeem Riley, the man who would have opened the scoring there for attackers.
Chetty gives it away to Passion. Ricketts. Good walk by Chetty, but illegal walk, says referee Rouse. It's a free kick to the Ducks United. Ricketts. He gives it away. Now here comes Kadeem Riley. Looking to go over the top towards Chadwick. Simba won't get there ahead of Chadwick. Chadwick into the area. Chadwick, Samuel. Oh, he's completely fluffed his lines. He could have slid it through to Hakeem Baird, but he has completely messed up that one.
Could have sent it to Hakeem Baird for him to really put a tap in, or he could have just wrapped his laces around it and pulled it back to the left side of Masimba Boyens, and he would have had an easy goal. Done all the hard work, but couldn't make the finish. And that would have been a really good opportunity there, going a big in there for the attackers to go 2 goals up just on the stroke of halftime, Doc. We do hope that they don't. It doesn't really come back to haunt them in the second half.
Yes, and Chadwick has many chances as he scores. He misses a lot of good chances as well. And that was a glorious chance. It was certainly a great opportunity there. Here comes Ricketts. Sylvanus. Can't get past Casa initially.
Again, a lot of dribbling in midfield. Not really serving well for the Ducks United. They need to get closer towards goal.
Smiles in towards Miguel. And Casa does well. Taken down well by Smiles, however. Goes back to Mills. Puts one in. Miguel gets up. And Miguel turning. Miguel still. Miguel through to O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue on the byline. Chips it across. Johnny can't get there. Smiles can't get there. It's going to be a goal kick.
Not a real effective pass there from Donoghue. See what he was really trying to do, but not getting it off as he wanted it to, and just allowing the attackers to, I'd say, well, maybe just take this last one into the halftime and let's preserve our lead. But lots of dribbling there again from Miguel, getting the ball going through to Donoghue for him to square back to Johnny on the far end, but hitting it way over his head and into a touch for a goal kick.
Smiles going towards Johnny. Miguel picks it up, tackled by Chetty, who comes in sliding again.
Well,
and they will get the free kick because of Sylvanus had to jump out of the way of that bustling challenge by Chetty.
Yes, Chetty cannot argue with that. That certainly studs up there, Chetty. I don't know if they play like that in Dominica. I'm certainly sure not, because Dominica has produced some really good players as well. And any given day on any playing field, you have to say, well, thank you, ref, for not giving me a card.
They did have 3 takers around it. Now it's
well,
just Miguel.
He's actually calling Chetty. And is he going to see him reaching for his pocket, really? No, nothing. I'm not seeing anything out.
He's talking to his AR on the near side in Millington. And you see what he saw. He's going to carry the wall back a few steps as well. The wall did look relatively close, and yes, it will be moved back a few yards.
Miguel is over the ball this time. We will see whether or not he can strike it from that distance. The wall shouldn't be a problem in terms of him getting it over the wall. What he needs to do is get the power on the dip.
It's going to be Miguel Abraham straight at Akeem Tittle.
Wow.
And referee Rose will say that I have seen enough for this first half. And at the end of this first half, in the clash of the Titans, it's the attackers who have drawn first blood, 1-0.
Yes, certainly. Entertaining first half there for the most part. The attackers, certainly with the better chances, could have easily been 3 or 4 goals up in this encounter. The Ducks United, they have had a number of chances as well. Could have been equal on 4 goals apiece, but they have not taken their chances as they are to. It is the attackers who take the 1-0 lead into halftime, and are certainly looking to see what they will do when they come back for the second half. We want to let you to know that you can join us in about 10 minutes time when we will bring you the second half in this exciting encounter, the Ducks United versus the Attackers FC. Till then, back to Master Control. Well, good evening once again, and welcome back to live football action right here at the Raymond Higisha Technical Center with the two teams in front of you, the Ducks United in the green, white sleeves, and the attackers there in the change strip of all white. Leading this encounter here this afternoon, first 45 minutes, they have captured a goal, but it's the Ducks United who are on the attack at the moment. Cross coming through from that player over there, Sylvanus, and it's going to be, well, the ball is still in play. Good work there by the players. Good work there by the attackers, defenders, but one back there by Miguel Abraham. Here he smiles. Wickets, miscontrol. And so I say good afternoon to Doc one more time.
Yes, and it was a good half by the attackers FC. They were able to withstand the pressure of the Ducks United while scoring a goal of their own. They haven't really allowed the Ducks to gain the control they would have wanted in the midfield. This is a battle of two of the top three midfields in the league as Sylvanus tries to go down the byline.
Well, they certainly come out and looked a lot more purposeful in this second half. Totally stark difference as to the way they would have started the first half. And I'm certainly sure that Coach Ben Davis must have read the riot act there as to say, why are we wasting our chances? And so they are on the front foot here, pressing, looking for the equalizer Duck.
Mason gives away a free kick. Again, about 35 yards out. Again, it will be Ricketts over it. It's going to be a fair distance out. Don't know if Ricketts is going to shoot or if he will opt to try and chip it over the top. The only problem is that he doesn't have the tall figure of Sylvanus of Simba Bowen to aim at, because Simba's in goal, as this one is going to go well over.
Certainly not on target. The radar is not reading this afternoon at all. Doc, that of Jermaine Ricketts. We've seen him taking 2 free kicks so far. Both of them not challenging, not really causing.
Miguel O'Donoghue goes over the top, but picked up by a Special. Forward to Chadwick, who lays it off to Rennie. Rennie trying to slide it over towards Riley. Riley will get there. Michael has to use his pace, and he uses it well. It's going to be out of touch for an attacker's throw. Throw to be taken by Sampson. Mills blasts it into a painful region for Sampson. I don't think anybody wants to get hit there.
Yes, certainly. The part of the game of football, really. Knocks the bumps and the bruises.
Throw goes down the line to Johnny up against Mason, and Smiles was trying to pick it up, couldn't quite do so. It is going to be a throw in again to the Docks. Ricketts finds Mata. Mata to Sylvanus. Goes for an audacious effort, though, Sylvanus, but it's up and over the goal.
That's not getting to the target. Main goal for the Ducks United, but just going towards goal, not get to the target at all.
Taken quickly to define Rennie as well, who's driving away, trying to slot it through towards Chadwick. And is given away to Hakeem Beard, who has a shot that's blocked and will spin away from Tarek Sampson.
That should be a corner kick.
It's going to be a goal kick as the signal.
Signal goal kick. That should be that should be a corner kick.
The AR is at the corner flag. It's going to be a corner kick, in fact. Will be taken by Hakeem Beard. Taking the left-booted out-swinging corner. A Beard whips this one in to the near post. A flying volley attempt by Riley.
Wow.
And is he going to call an offside or foul? I think it's an offside. O'Donoghue to Gishard. Takes it down well. Trying to slide it through to Smiles. Gets it again, does Johnny. And now it's with Ricketts. He gets that one wrong. Chetty hits it off the referee, but Casa picks it up. Carney. Ball goes long over the top. It won't find Beard. Amata volleys it upfield. Rashim looks for Casa, but he gets his header wrong. And now the free kick will go the way of the attackers. And now he's changed his decision. Miguel trying to drive, but a passion gives it away to Chetty. Chetty in space. Chetty trying to slide it through there, and it will be a free kick to the attackers now.
Wow.
This time it will be an attacker's free kick. Riley around this one. Also has a Sampson joining him. Sampson will leave it. It's going to be Riley. Will he shoot or will he whip it in? Shot by Riley, and Bowen spilled but collected.
Good drive there by Riley, but good on the rebound save there. Good save there, just powering it up, just taking the pace off of the ball and catching it on the second attempt was the goalkeeper there, Bowen. But good build-up play here from attackers, but just a little overhit there, Doc. But good combination play there by the attackers team going forward.
There's brilliant play there. Just unable to get that final ball right. Mata. So that's Ricketts. Trying to go forward now. Johnny. Rashim has some issues. Can only volley it clear, only as far as Smiles, who finds Miguel, who pokes it through for Smiles. Smiles into the area, and Smiles has a second opportunity. It's both blocked, and it will be a corner.
Thompson coming across there and really defending well. Good defense there from Rasheen Thompson. And not allowing Smiles to really find the far pole. But in the end, giving away a corner that I'm certainly sure that they will reposition themselves and get ready to defend.
It's taken short. Back to Ricketts. Ricketts has his shot blocked. It's Miguel. Miguel trying to drive, but he gets it poked away. Here comes Chadwick. Chadwick trying to use his pace. Chadwick being matched stride for stride. When he goes down, he commits too early, does Miguel. And luckily for Docs, Chadwick couldn't find Chetty. Mata trying to go through to Ricketts. Up against a Beard. Johnny steps in there ahead of Mason, but Sampson gets in and does well to find Riley. Riley up against Michael. It's going to find Sampson with Mills for company. Mills is going to give away the corner.
What Chadwick did, Chadwick ran all the way. Miguel was trying to chase him down. Miguel tackled. The ball ended up with Chadwick, and I think what he should have done is to continue running down the line. He tried to pass it on the inside, and that pass was snubbed out. But they have won the corner kick again here with Riley trying to link up there with the player there on the left side in the person of Sampson. And as the clock ticks away, minute of play, still the Ducks United trailing the attackers. Goal scored by Karim Riley. For 1-0 lead. Coming up after this match, we'll have the Diamonds Queens versus the Gazelles, as we see both teams warming up there on the sideline there, and as this game it's been held up just a little bit for some attention there to Hassan Mason, and we so accustomed to the dugout. Usually just in front of us here, but they're all the way on the far side now. And look, some distance away, so to speak. But you're not missing any football. The physiotherapist, the physio has at least done their work on Mason, and he has been asked to leave the field before play actually starts again. Mason, a very strapped, burly, physical type player, police officer. He is 23 and has done good work for the enforcers in his time, and is certainly doing so for the attackers now. It's going to be a corner kick. Riley is on the ball. Corner kick coming over. Short. Block. Control and cleared away there by Chris. Only to find a boot of that looks like Chetty. In an effort trying to at least square that one back. Put that one into touch for a throw-in. You see throw coming in. Jonathan Gishard. Finds Smiles. Smiles returning the favor. Johnny, nice chip too, but goalkeeper tittle, equal to the task. Task is out quickly to Cardenay. And Rennie trying to find Chadwick Samuels, Michael Ferguson. Good work there from Cardenay. I look like Joseph trying to get around. Is that Miguel? So both teams trying to find their footing here in midfield, but the attackers, they're certainly not giving anything away, not allowing the Ducks United to really get on a roll here where they can string some passes together. They've been playing nice and tightly knit. You see the ball switch to Smiles, finds Jonathan, who shields Mason well, and then trying to find Smiles. And the player there for the attackers in that of Sampson, Tyreek Sampson, allows the ball to roll into touch. It's going to be a goal kick there for the attackers team. It's the central defender there in number 14 special. He boots the ball upfield. Headed away there by number 24 Chris. Finds Smiles. Smiles trying to find McIntyre. McIntyre is being hassled there by the player. Here is Ducks United. Ball is with Miguel Abraham. Dribbles further to his left. He looks up. Tries to square inside. Sylvanus just missed control. The ball is with Riley. Playing a bit of keep up here. And still comes away with it. Good shielding, but over dribbling. And bailed out there, I would say, by referee Rose. Duck bailed out there by referee Rose. Lots of over dribbling there, unnecessarily there by Riley.
Yes, there may have been a bit of over dribbling as here comes Kadeem Riley. Riley trying to switch the play, has his pass blocked. Ricketts. Through to Sylvanus. Sylvanus is going to keep this one in play because he has the speed to do so. Sylvanus. Chips the dirt, really, and Beard collects to Sampson. Oh, that's risky and given away to Ricketts in a dangerous area, and he has a hit that goes wide.
Yes, certainly has left his shooting boots somewhere, either in his car or at his home, but shots taken so far has certainly not been on target. And sailing wide for the whole afternoon. They're still trailing a goal to nil.
It's going to be a goal kick to the attackers. It's going to be taken by a special. Special. Goes long. Looking for Sampson, who can't get his header right. It's going to be a throw into the Ducks, who have had a much better spell in this second half. We're going down the line towards Sylvanus. Sylvanus cuts inside. Out of touch. A goal kick.
And, good playing there from the attackers' defenders. Not giving him the space, not giving him the room. When he tries to create the space, they're really honing in on him and allowing the ball to go into touch, roll into touch for a goal kick. It's going to be Javier Brooks, special. Not a good clearance at all. Finds Smiles, the number 18 player. Smiles trying to find Ricketts. Only find the boots as far as the attacker's player, Sampson. Really stringing some good, nice footwork there. And Riley being pushed off the ball. And again, it's going to be an infringement there on the part of the number 24 player. Yes. So the number 6 player in and miscontrolling there is Samson. Ball going into touch for a goal kick there, and the Docks United playing quickly. Here is Abraham. Finds Donahue. Donahue hop ended, but controlled and gotten back. Here is wicket to Gishard. Gishard just waiting just a little too long there, and not sure whether Special is pumping hand in the ear as if to say, well, isn't he on? John Millington is right online. Just pushing his body into the way and just negating the space there for a free kick there to the Docks United. In the 67th minute of play, still 1-0. Ricketts is over the ball. A little bit more central this time. We will see whether or not he can at least hit the target this time, whether he would have adjusted his compass, so to speak, in order to have a shot on target. But
we're going
to have to see,
because his shooting boots have not been quite there today. It's going to be Jermaine Ricketts, and we know that he will probably have a drive at goal, but will be able to get it on target, as it will be a yellow card. It will be a yellow card distributed. And was it for Casa, or was that for Special? If Special is in that wall, that would be his second yellow. But no, it's not Special.
It's not Special. I'm seeing directing
I can see
traffic
Special
there.
at center back.
Yes, yes.
So you're going to have to see who the man is in the wall next to Casa. Difficult to tell from our vantage point. A free kick to the Docks United. It's Jermaine Ricketts over this one. As he's waiting a signal now. Ricketts actually chips it in for Sylvanus James, who can't get the shot off.
It didn't come off. I guess he's saying, well, I've shot some 4, and none of them have gone on target. Let's try something different. Taka's defenders were very much alert and were able to at least guide that one out. It's going to be, is it going to be a corner kick? Yes, it's going to be a corner kick for the Docks United. This time's into the 69th minute of play. Still 1-0 in favor of the attackers. If you have just joined us, we want to say welcome to AI Live coverage of the Male Senior League in this match, attackers versus the Docks United.
It's going to be a corner. Sylvanus James on this one. Again, he hits the dirt, but Mato will clean up. He goes to the edge of the area where Ricketts goes across to Miguel. Miguel Abraham shovels it out wide for O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue gets that one horribly wrong. It goes behind the goal for a goal kick.
Certainly looked at see here, Doc, they not kicking the ball as well as they are too. You see some real terrible corner kicks, some bad passes, some inerrant crosses. Certainly not unsung here today at all.
Goal kick taken long by a Special. Mata wins the header. A bit of a whiff there from Chetty, but Casa goes forward towards Beard. Bit of pinball, it will now find Ricketts. Miguel over the head of Chetty, and still driving is Miguel. and it's going to be a free kick given against Casa. He was tugging the man in Miguel back, I believe. It's going to be a free kick.
Yes, the old veteran Cassidy trying all the tricks in the book. Again, giving Ricketts another chance. He has not been on today at all. We see the way the last one he tries to chip. Let's see if this one he'll shoot.
The wall moved a couple steps back. It will be Jermaine Abina Ricketts. Ricketts drives it. That's a much better effort, but just curls past the post.
Yes, much better effort this time, curling past the post, and the man Titlin goal. It appears as though he would have had that one covered because it wasn't really hit with a lot of pace, more so direction as opposed to pace, and Tittle coming across and just shepping in the ball out for a goal kick.
Special boots it long. Header won by Michael. He's really composed himself a lot more after that first bit of action where the attacker scored. Oh, good challenge by Hassan Mason. But here comes Mata. Forward to Johnny. And Johnny couldn't get that one quite right. Now Hakeem Beard has a couple of runners with him. He will use the one on the far side and Cardinal Rennie. Instead, Chadwick picks it up instead of Rennie. Chadwick trying to cut it back. Well defended by Passion. Now it's Miguel. Miguel trying to go long. Cut out by Rashim. Chetty now will turn. Play to Cardinal. A Beard skips past Mata with relative ease and is fouled and will win a free kick.
It's good work there by Beard. As though he was picked up a knock as well. He's rolling with one of his legs, his foot in the air. But good, smart play there from Beard as
a red card has been given. Well. I think it's Chetty who may have gotten the red card. We will have to see, but a red card has been distributed by referee Rose. Well. We will have to get the replay on this one there. We will have to see exactly what happened.
well, Chetty, if
We're going back on the replay. It looks like Rose was having a conversation, and I think he gave it to Mata, in fact.
has Mata picked up
I think he gave it to Mata.
But what I'm seeing is before.
That was a straight red. Either way, it was a straight red card. So whether he picked up a card before or not, Rose didn't show a yellow. He gave a straight red. So I have no clue what Mata could have said. What Mata could have said to referee Rose to incite a red card. But it's a straight red for the Ducks captain. It has gone from bad to worse for the Ducks United. Well.
Rose is not making any jokes with the card at all. It's so interesting to see hear what it says here. Shot.
Drilled into the wall. Second effort goes wide.
All the Ducks will certainly has to regroup and try to restructure their midfield. They're playing a man down and don't have a lot on the bench really.
Okay. Let's give it to Kadeem Riley. Riley floats one in to the back post where Carbney takes it down and tries to cut inside and feed it through. It will not find the boot of Sampson, who he was intending to find. Rennie again puts a good ball in towards Sampson. Riley takes it down, but it's going to be a free kick given to the Ducks United.
How do they spinning the wheels around the Ducks defender over there in Donahue? Really playing well here today.
It's Sylvanus, who was impeded by Casa once again. That's veteran play by Casa, but he has to be careful because he's already on a yellow card.
Certainly. It appears as if he was in quicksand and couldn't get out of the way of Sylvanus at all, but certainly Ducks will be looking to.
It's Johnny, lays it off, shot comes by Sylvanus, but goes wide.
Good effort there by Sylvanus. Really good effort, and this has been a very, very long nil, 1-0, so to speak. But both teams have had chances, Doc, especially in the first half. They did not capitalize on them, and well, still got some 15 minutes more, just a little less than 15 minutes into this encounter. And whatever injured time that might be had, and is it seeing referee Rose, he's going to say something to the fourth official? Is Ben going to get a card as well?
Well, I do not know. I can't hear what the referees say, but it looks like he is going over to have a conversation with his fourth official. The fourth was over in the Docton Light to the area, so I don't know if Ben said anything. Rose is making his way back onto the field of play, so it will be no further action, I believe.
Well, as it stands right now, I can tell you that the Limers, they will be the table toppers, whether they lose their last match or not. They will occupy the first spot.
Oh, that's a risky challenge by Sylvanus. He's going to get a yellow card. Yellow card for Sylvanus James. It's taken quickly, and referee Rose will definitely call it back.
Certainly that one was studs and sunshine there, and the captain there for the attackers, the old veteran in Casa.
The attackers are wasting as much time as possible. Johnny runs over and collects the ball himself.
Yes, because he notices that time is really evaporating.
Beard shoots it out wide to Sampson. Still Hakeem Beard. Riley gets cleared out and will win a free kick. Poor challenge by Anthony Mills.
As we've seen, there's some rough play here now, and it's going to be another card again.
Well, I don't think Ross is getting tired of showing these cards, but his arm is certainly getting a workout.
Yes, another card again. There.
That was a risky challenge by Mills.
Yes, it was, yes.
Cleared him out from behind. You
Yes.
can see where the card was warranted. It's going to be a free kick to the attackers. Hakeem Beard, the man over this one. Beard just waiting on the referee's whistle. Beard whips this one in. It's dealt with initially. And now Miguel can look to drive and feed Sylvanus through. Sylvanus trying to slide it across to Johnny. Johnny up against Special. Johnny turns past Special. Johnny goes down. They want the penalty.
Wow.
But he will give the goal kick.
And that one looked very, very close, but our referee's assistant and the referee saying no, but that one looked very, very close. It'll be interesting to look at the replay to see that one, Doc.
what I believe referee Rose's point of view was is that Johnny went down late. He had the contact,
Yes, yes.
but he thought he could have gotten the ball, and when he realized he couldn't get the ball, he went down. I think that is the point of view that referee Rose has taken as Mills tries to go forward. Lumped up there by Chetty and into the waiting arms of Masimba Bowen. Mills. Ricketts. And it will be a free kick that goes away of the Docks United. Seems like Mills has taken the armband now for the Docks United. And now the substitutions can be made for the attackers.
Maybe just to get some fresh legs in, just to freshen up things a bit. That looks like Cardenay.
Looks like Cardenay is coming off the field.
And Cardenay has really put in some good work this afternoon. Really, really good work. Playing some 80 minutes and has done good work as well. We've seen here the veteran Casa, he's going to be coming off, and armband is going to go to special. That looks like Garfield. Yes. He'll be coming on.
I think it may have been Romain Carby who came on to replace Cardenay. So I think it's Carby and Garfield, the two players coming onto the field of play, replacing Cardenay and Casa.
Well, let's hope that because Cardenay was really putting in a good shift there. Hopefully that Carby will be able to hold up, because
Sylvanus can't get past Sampson. And it will be a free kick to the attackers. The game has gotten very scrappy.
Yeah, very stop-start, physical, kind of. There's still a lot of times for the Docks United to really play good football and grab an equalizer. What they have to do is just play as they are to be playing. They have not done so all afternoon, maybe you can say, but they certainly need to be playing better. They can still at least nick a goal back to at least get a point.
Throw into the Docks United. Mills will find Michael. Michael goes across to Passion. Passion misses out. Chadwick Samuel cuts it back, and he's going to find Chadwick once again. That's poor. That's really bad from Chetty, I must say. Here comes Smiles. Smiles in space. Smiles cuts it across for Sylvanus, yes. Sylvanus dribbled himself into trouble. And now Garfield taking a while to get accustomed to the pace of the game. Smiles is tackled and tackled illegally. It's going to be a free kick. Can Jermaine Ricketts redeem himself?
Yes. A lot closer this time. A lot closer.
Can Jermaine Ricketts redeem himself? This is perfect Beano range, as I like to call it. It's Ricketts and Sylvanus over this one. The two main goal threats of the Docks United. Ricketts takes his mark. Sylvanus already has his mark. It's going to be Sylvanus James, and it's off the wall. I would have thought that it may have been being arranged, but I guess with the wayward shots that Ricketts has taken today, They opted to go to Sylvanus. A corner kick, sorry, for the Ducks United. Time is running out and running out quickly. It's whipped in and it's going to find its way in. That dangerous, dangerous combination works yet again. It's Bino. He found Johnny and it was put in. The Ducks United have equalized.
Well, they have tried all afternoon. In the 86th minute of play, they have found the equalizer from again spot kick, set play, so to speak, and they have leveled here. And with the way things are going, Doc, well, you can say it's a possibility that both teams might get a point, and that's certainly going to spoil the
party.
Yes.
This has certainly made things interesting.
Yes.
It has certainly made things interesting. That's what I will say about how things stand right now. The Limers, they still have to play the Roaring Lions.
Yes, yes.
This has certainly made things very, very interesting.
And the Ducks United, they'll go top of the table because with the superior goal average that they have,
goal
they will
difference.
certainly go top.
Over the top, Titler will collect. The Ducks will go top on superior goal difference, but I think they may have played a game more.
Yes,
This will be the-
yes.
If the Limers lose to the Lions, Ducks remain top.
Top, yeah.
That makes the game next week Sunday. The Limers versus the Lions, a very big game in the grand scheme
Yes,
of this
yes,
tournament as we
yes.
go into the playoffs based on seeding, because we know one plays 4 and 2 plays 3.
Yes.
And I do think that the Limers may prefer to play the attackers than to play a full-strength Roaring Lions.
Yes,
So
well.
they would have to beat the Lions on a demand right now.
And the Lions, for sure, they will certainly need to get all 3 points in order to be in with a chance. Because at the moment they're in 5th spot, and if they lose, if they draw the match, they can find themselves on the outside looking in as well. So they'll certainly look to go to get all 3 points, because so far the attackers, I think they are ahead of them in goal difference.
We know that the Ricardo John-led Salsa Ballers, they're lurking right there in 5th place, waiting for any of these sides to slip up. This is the business end as the cross comes in high. Header is won and Bowen collects. Is there another twist to this tale? We still have 2 minutes plus extra time. It smiles.
I think that's Bowen first catch for the whole second half, actually. He has been very much inactive.
He's a spectator, really. Hasn't had much work to do at all.
Yes,
Ducks have
yes.
they gained the foothold in the second half. They controlled the possession of the game, and they showed which team has a more dominant midfield. Ooh, that almost came off between Sylvanus and Johnny, and it's a missed touch. It's given straight to Jermaine Ricketts. Ricketts gets past a man relatively easily, and Kirby turns back and goes to Mills. Mills. Oh, that's a rather adventurous pass that he gets wrong, but brilliant work by Sylvanus. Miguel has it taken off his boot at the last second. It's still Miguel, and he loses out now. Here come the attackers, breaking away at pace. It's Tariq Sampson, I believe, goes out wide to Kadeem Riley. Riley, looking for the pass inside. He has it in Beard. Beard still, Hakeem Beard sliding it through to Kadeem Riley. Riley puts it across, and Masimba Bowen collects. Bowen is going to find Ricketts. Ricketts is turning, looking for a pass option. He will find his pass option now. It's Mills who goes out wide to O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue back to Mills. Mills taking his time. Ricketts. Oh, that's just brilliant. Brilliant by Ricketts. But him and Sylvanus again weren't quite on the same page as it's given away. We'll see 3 minutes of added time as Miguel has an efforted goal. Oh, that's just wide. That is just wide.
Yes. Is that 3 minutes, 2 minutes?
3 minutes of added
3 minutes
time.
of added time.
It's going to be a goal kick. Attackers will take their precious time with it. Special. Boots it long. Michael misses the header. And Riley won't get there ahead of Passion. Goes inside to Smiles. Sampson pushes. Smiles in the back. So it will be a Docks free kick.
So it appears as though the substitute has hurt the attackers team somewhat, because
It's hurt them a lot, really.
yeah, they have not been able to stem the tide, so to speak.
When Cardinal Rene was on the field, they always had an outlet to relieve the pressure too, because he wasn't afraid to drive at O'Donoghue over on that right-hand side. But Special will win that header. Only as far as Miguel sliding it through, and Tittle got there milliseconds ahead of Sylvanus.
Yes.
Just seconds ahead of Sylvanus. Over the top, looking for Riley, but Michael gets there. Michael will find Jermaine Ricketts. Ricketts, looking for the pass option. He will find Smiles. Smiles to back to Smiles. Was Sylvanus there? Ricketts. Smiles. Passion. Ricketts, who's playing quarterback right now. Johnny. Ricketts. Attackers have settled into a pretty good defensive shape. Well, that's a good ball through as well. And that's a tussle that Special wins. Clears it out. It's going to be a throw-in.
Good work there by the National Central defender there in Special. He's making sure at least that he get a point to go to 20 points here. They will put them in third spot. And just a few more seconds.
As it's given away, here comes Chadwick. Chadwick, oh, the touch is too long. Sliced clear. Bowen will collect. 20 seconds left. Mills. Trying to find Miguel. Garfield finds Sampson. Sampson to Riley. Riley giving away. Oh, it's a free kick. Referee Rose says free kick.
Yes.
Could this be the chance the attackers need? I think they're just consolidating and settling for the 1 point. Both Special and Mason have stayed back. Riley is going to send this one far upfield. Header is knocked down. Not quite cleared, but referee Rose does not care. That will be the final whistle. The points have to be shared. It's Docks 1, Attackers 1.
Yes, Docks 1, Attackers 1. After we would have played 90 plus 3 minutes added time. It was a share of the spoil here for both of these teams. Docks United trailing for the most part and getting the equalizer close to the end, and at least sharing a spoil of the points. They move from 24 points to 25 points, equal with the Limers with a game in hand. The Limers have a game in hand, but the Ducks have certainly a superior goal advantage and would move to the top of the table. This has been a real tight, keenly contested match. Both teams had opportunities and chances that they failed to take, but in the end, it was an equalizing goal. They're coming from the header of Jonathan Gishard, the national striker there for Anguilla and giving his team a share of the spoil. We do hope that you would have enjoyed our broadcast and you enjoyed the display that we brought to you. Stay tuned. We have more action for you. It's the female turn, the female division. We will have the Gazelles and the Diamonds Queens to do battle for you in our nightcap encounter. From on behalf of the Doc and Tony, we thank you, and do join us in a little bit, maybe at the bottom of the hour, when we bring you our female division in the Diamonds Queens versus the Gazelles. Until then, we take you back to Master Control.